actually come out. Right, okay, let's try this again. So these little bits were just a little bit too fiddly for me, so I had to stop the video because my camera is also, my phone is also my printer as well as my camera, and use this little itty bitty printer to print off some sticky labels. Now the sticky labels aren't as clear as the normal like receipt paper, but they will stick hopefully, and will be a little bit bigger as well. I didn't realise how small these were going to look on the pot. Right, where is Z? Ah, there it is. So here's, cut this off and put this one over here. So this is Gryffindor's colours. Should I keep that bit there? Ooh. These things are alive when they come off. Move my bin over here so I'm not continuously sticking my arm into the camera frame when I debag the bead, like the diamonds. Right, okay. Right. Yeah, I don't know if this is more fiddly or less fiddly, but no, that didn't work either. My arm went straight through the camera. Right, there we go. Okay. Oh, it's a bit bigger, but it's stuck straight away, and no fiddling around with tape. Didn't help that I cut my nails the other day, so I've got very little nail to pick these little bits up. There it is. Still be a bit bigger, so I've learned another lesson for next time. Can go a bit bigger. And these paintings are just from Amazon. 3 of them are going to be presents. Luckily I know people from 3 of the other houses, so oh, this is I. Let me just, oh god. Let me, right, I'm gonna stick it on my tape dispenser very lightly, so it'll come back off and make sure I've actually got it the right way around. There we go, there's 3. Why have I got purpley bits on the mat? Right, no purple bits here. There we go. Okay. Right, and you are 5. Let's do 6. Yeah, so as I'm going to be doing these 4 as my next 4 projects, I thought I'd kit them all up together. So that I can just pick one out and start going. That's number 6. Oh, yeah, you guys are going to fit in there. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay. Right. I was hoping, as this is only a 24 colour pattern, that a 28 box will be fine. I can see at least 2 more double pots. I'm hoping 28 is going to be okay. I really don't want a random one that's not in a pot. I mean, I could put it in a Ziploc bag and put it in the box and just have the last one like that, which I might have to do. There we go. I've got a little baby bin and it's downstairs and I've got to bring it up. I really can't be bothered to go back downstairs as everyone else is still asleep. I woke up at, God, it was 5:30. God knows why. It's a Saturday morning. Nothing is happening this morning, but I am up. And at about 6:30, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna just sit and do this while it's nice and quiet. So after I made these sticky labels, went downstairs and got a coffee, because I did not do that to begin with. I've put these on upside down. It's just great. See, I obviously need the coffee because I am not awake. And now my little ghosts are going to be upside down, which is fun. I thought I'd put these all in the right order earlier, but apparently not. There we go. Well, at least the stickies come off, so that's fine. Okay, so two stuck in the top corner. There we go. You know what, I'm just going to go ahead and divide these all up because it's just annoying to keep having to pull them off the thread. They keep moving. getting stuck in the top little corners, don't they? Okay. I've discovered where the purple fluff is from. It's from the box. Yeah, no, that is not going to fit. Hopefully there's only one more of you like this. Oh, bloody hell. Well, they're not flimsy because they're not opening, which is great. Purple is just sticking to me. Go away. There we go, it's gone. Yeah, I wasn't sure whether I was going to talk during this video. I mean, this is I'm doing my first time in painting at the moment, and it's nearly finished. So I thought that I would do these first and then carry on finishing the cat. I found some really good stuff on, we'll find out if it's really good stuff when it comes, but there are lots of stuff on Temu, which I'd never brought over before, and as soon as all my stuff arrives I will be deleting the app off of my phone, because it is really hard to go on there and check the status of the orders that I've already put in and then be like, ooh, new stuff, that looks cool, I want that. So I will probably do a massive video going through the stuff that I got. Hopefully one or two of the packages are going to arrive today or Monday. See what happens with the post. One of them was supposed to be delivered yesterday, and I don't know if the van was just running really late, but it still says it's out for delivery today. So, you know, maybe didn't quite make it onto the van. Come on. I'd like that you're not opening, but you need to open. 12. Now you should fit in one. Note to self, do not cut nails before doing a kit up, because you won't be able to peel the stickers. Oop, I've got them all in, but there is. Okay, so it's a bit full, so I'm going to have to be careful opening them. But it did shut, so let's get all these little guys back in here. Just a bit of random Yeah, so usually if I wasn't going to be talking, I'd probably, there's one over here. This is where they all come out again as I open it. Oh, that's a bit better. There we go. One more. Okay, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm usually listening to an audiobook or I say it's not really a podcast because it's on YouTube and I've just got it on my iPad in front of me while I'm listening to it with my headphones. So if I do another kit in a video and I'm not talking, it's probably why I'm probably listening to a book or listening and watching a video on YouTube. At the moment I am re-watching Critical Role's Campaign 1, which is it's 10 years old now, and is a live stream of a D&D game, which is got very, very popular again. And Critical Role's Campaign 1 has now got a cartoon on, or animated series on Amazon Prime, The Legends of Vox Machina, and their second campaign is also being made into an animated series at the moment. I think it's finished season 1 creating. I think they've already jumped into season 2 and we're just waiting for it to come out, so hopefully that'll be this year at some point, because we're all sat here waiting. It's gonna be, this one might be 2, so I'm gonna open it just in case. I think this is slightly more than 17, so I might try and get 17 into 1, but I think they're pretty sure this is not gonna fit in 1. Yeah, no, I've got a little bit more. What I would try and get in there. Oh my god. There we go. Right. Yeah, I think with some of the cheaper paintings kits that I brought, only seem to have letters and numbers, so I might just create a spreadsheet of them and then print them out on like A4 label sheets, and at least that way they'll be clearer. Hopefully I'll be able to size it right while I'm experimenting with actually printing them properly, and I won't use the little label maker next time. I mean, it's great for what I've done, because what I do is I've taken a picture of the pattern like this. So this is Gryffindor Swan, and I did this on, this is the receipt paper, so it's just paper, so I'm just going to stick it onto the box like I did with Slytherin, and then I printed off a copy in label, and I've stuck that to bags of drills, because I've separated out the canvases from the drills, and at least this way I know which one goes with which. There's a picture of what it's supposed to be. I thought maybe I could reuse them, but I have noticed that some of them, I've stuck them on the bit of on the opening bit of plastic instead of on the back bit where it's not going to rip when I have to open it. So yeah, no, can't reuse them, which is great. But I've got sticky and I've got receipt, and at the moment I am doing nothing else with either, so it'll be a good bit of use for them. Okay, so this might be 2. When I say might, it is going to be. Where do you have these things? There we go. Stiff. Hopefully they're loose enough a little bit, not too much that they're coming open, but I'd like to actually be able to open them without prying things open. Stuck at the top. Oh, he fell out with the top. Okay, where is he? There he is. Drink the coffee before it goes cold. As I know, 24 is going to be the last one, we'll just stick it on there now. I'll finish putting these bits on as well, just because. Okay, 24, you are going to have to be a Ziploc bag. I miscalculated that completely. I'll stick it back on. Yeah, nope, I used 5 and not. Actually, which ones are the big ones? There they are. I'll have the extras 17 in one. And I'll move everybody up. Did I have a little funnel? I'm not entirely sure where he went. These are not perfect for this. There we go. Let me get out one of the other ones. You're probably a bit better suited. There we go. markers. Where they are. Mm-mm. 17. Out of the corner. There we go. To talk about, so I might just be quiet for a little bit. Right. Okay, so that is Slytherin kitted up and ready to go. So this one will be for me. Okay, right. We got next. Make sure everyone is the right way. Ravenclaw. Ravenclaw. Now, this little cloud guy is cute. It's a little bit awkward to try and get the tape off. You want to be like that, so yeah, you need to be upside down on this side. But he is cute. Yeah. It came with rainbow tape, and I was just like, yeah, that's not exactly what I want you, but I want you because you're a little tape dispenser. There we go. Yeah, my window's out onto the road, so I'm seeing, I've seen newspaper boys, a couple of dog walkers. Nice to see who gets up on a Saturday morning to walk their dog. Because, you know, dogs don't understand. Well, they do understand that you got the weekend off because they're like, yeah, you're home, but they also like, I still need to pee. So we gotta go out. And you're just like, ugh, but you gotta go. You chose to get a dog. You've got to deal with the things that come with having a dog, like with anything. Okay, that whipped. Interesting. Never had a washi tape. Do that on me. Stuck to my fingers. There we go. Oh, there we go. Hopefully Ravenclaw is going to be a bit nicer to me on the colour spread. I am only going to have 4 big packs. I'm sure I will be wrong. Takes a little baggy again. Right. Okay. We're looking at Ravenclaw starts with an O. O-R-E-V. You are. Yeah, you got that one. claw is 24. Oh, I get it. 20. There we go. I was looking at 23. I was like, why does it say 23? It should say 24. No, I've got 24. That's right. Big one, two big ones, might be able to get 15 into one, might not. So we'll just count that as 3 big ones. Also big, so that's 4 big ones. Actually, look at it, that might actually be it for Ravenclaw. Good, good, good. That'll be easier. a little bit loose. I just have to remember to be careful with that tray. You guys are a little cut off part of the S on there. Definitely going to have to rethink how I did this, but I'm already partway through and I can't be bothered to delay doing this. So, lessons learned. Now, I've got some bigger kits that do come with sticker labels ready to go, which is great. I should just be able to peel them on and go. But yeah, I don't know if I just stick with doing like 1 to whatever or doing the numbers. I did the BMC numbers on the first one and well, it's worked okay, so maybe I'll go back to doing that and then it's easier. So it seems like each kit has, you know, 1 to 9 and A's and C's and stuff, but they're all in different orders for different colours, so I suppose I could do that and then pick them off each time. I could do it 1 to 24. Because you've got the chart on the sides of the canvas anyway, so you've got to see what number 1 is. Oh, number 1 is actually number 8 on the canvas. Oh, yeah, okay, I don't think so. This is an experiment for this one, and with the smaller ones that I've got, it might just be worth keeping it simple and writing the numbers maybe on it. Okay, so 11 might be 2. Okay, so 10 is an F. Actually, you know what, for these ones, I am going to do this. I am going to take this one off. Ooh. See how this goes this way around. Let's try it with the symbols. So I don't have to draw anything weird, it's just letters and numbers. As there is an O for Oscar, there is obviously not a 0, so 1 E. Washi tape wants to come off with it. G. Yeah, I can't be able to get the little white labels out. I'm just gonna write it on straight on there. So you are S. 11 is B. Put that there for reference. Pen. I don't know if you can hear the fan. It's usually quite good at taking background noise out, my phone, when it's recording, so hopefully you can't hear it. And if you can, hopefully it's not annoying. It's quite a nice little bit of background white noise for you. It is for me, as I don't have headphones in this time. It's a nice little bit of music, so I'm just not in the dead silence. 15 will be 2, we might be able to get it into 1, so 12 is N, A, H, and W. I like how I've mainly got them on the ghost, that's quite cute. I suppose this one I could put BB and stuff, because I'm gonna, yeah, you are also B and you are also W, so it's W, X, C, and D. I don't know why they don't do it in order, if they just randomise the numbers and colours. Maybe it's just a randomizer in the system and it just picks a random one each time a pattern is generated. There's a random colour in there. That's something in the packet. Oh, we'll figure that out later. You were definitely 2. Do not be 3, because that would just make me cry. I even checked, and it's still back to front. I like how nothing is perfect. It's great. Okay, alright, so Y and KK. That's my neighbour going past with his dog. Oh yeah, here he is. Oh, the coffee is cold, guys, but I need it. There we go. Not purple dot pen marks from the pen. That's absolutely fine. And then our last four is P, Z, T, and Y. There are no numbers in this, right? It's just letters. Oh, cool. I like it. I suppose it's 24, so there's 26 letters it could have used. So I was just checking that I wasn't going to have one that looked like that, but I was like, I don't think I've actually. I don't know any letters, and some, you know, my Z might look like a 2, S could be a 5, so it's quite good. Sometimes even on some of the patterns it's hard to see whether it's an S or a 5, so I always hope that if that ever happens that they're similar colours, so just in case you accidentally put one on the wrong one, yeah, it doesn't make that much difference when you pull back from the picture. Yeah. I've seen someone's post where they're just like, yep, I have no idea, I'm just guessing. Because it was not very well printed or like laid out very well, so it was a little bit hard to see that way. Definitely need to get my bin next time. Okay, so next, I mean, shall I kit this one out in 1 to 24s and then do the next one in DC, just so that they're all kitted out different? You know what, let's do it. Let's do it. This one can be 1 to 24. The next one can be DC numbers, because DMC numbers, because why not? That way around. Yeah, okay. I'm mildly sure this is correct, but you know, I was last time, and last time one of them was upside down, so we'll just see how it goes. Doesn't make much different, really, just you know, cute little ghosts the wrong way around, but as they're just there so that I can easily peel them off later, that's actually fine. Do you think I should stick the stickers on and then write on the stickers, or just write on the washi? I'll write on the stickers, you know, I'll get the stickers out because they provide you with the stickers. Let's use the stickers. I don't know if the stickers peel off the washi better and you just leave the washi on, or you just have to peel my little ghost guys off. We'll find out when it's de-kitting time. Kitting down time. De-kit. Oh, that was supposed to de-kitting and kitting and de-kitting. Re-kitting. These are my thoughts at 22 past 8 in the morning on a Saturday. After 6 hours sleep. Still got okay. Can't remember if I've got this little knife from my bin. Works, which is a like stationery bookshop craft knick-knacky sort of shop here in the UK. It's good. It's alright. Get some good stuff in it, like craft knives and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not sure this is going to make much of a difference, but let's do it anyway. Because I supply you with a load of these, and what else am I going to use them for? So, I used them on the little Tic Tac boxes to put the DMC numbers on them, and it was alright. I'll use a thinner pen next time. I did it with my permanent marker last time, and when it got to like 3358, it was a little bit squished, so I'll have to get my, probably not my pink one, I've got a purple one. This is quite thin writing, so I'll probably use that. Yeah, so Ravenclaw will be going to my best friend, either for her birthday or for Christmas. Probably for birthday, because it'd be nicer to go on your birthday, and Hufflepuff and Gryffindor will be going to well, my sister-in-law and my brother, in that order. Probably should have said Gryffindor and Hufflepuff, and my brother and my sister-in-law. I don't know, but well, hopefully my best friend will not. I mean, it's nice that she likes to. She does watch my videos and everything and stuff. But if she watches this one, you know what you get. One of your presents is going to be for your birthday. There you go. It's not a surprise anymore. I mean, you don't know about this, so this is you finding out. I did ask my brother, I did double check with my brother about the houses, and he was like, weird question, and I was like, yeah, yes it is, it's a very weird question, it's a very weird random question, and now forget about it, it means nothing, which is usually what I do with my best friend. I'm just like, yeah, do you this or this? And she's like, I'm intrigued. Yeah, you should be. So let's put the stickies back over here. And next up we have Gryffindor. Oh my god, is that all this at 2222 video? Okay, so Gryffindor wants to be up. There's no point in me trying to remember. It goes upside down because every time I will check because I would have forgotten. So it's always better to check anyway, just in case. We used to do it at work. We do like name badges for conferences and stuff every now and again for things going on at the university. I work at a university, and usually I'll have a test piece of paper that says, you know, the logo for the badge templates in this corner, and then I'll put it through the printer and hope that it's, well, I don't need to hope because it's a test thing, and print it through and see if the name's the right way around, and then I'm like, ah, yes, no, spin it round, okay, now that's perfect. And I did one yesterday, and I didn't bother, and I got it correct first time, which was great. I was very happy. I'm 95% sure that it's this way around, and it was. So that's good. Okay, so we said we were going to do numbers, weren't we? So let's do 1, and I won't bother putting 24 because you never know. But let's open up Gryffindor. Twenty-two, bloody hell. Still 24, so I don't know where 23 and... Nope. This is where okay. Again, confused with the codes, but... maybe I should pause the video and go get a second cup of coffee. So 24. Maybe 2. So 1, 2. 20 is probably a 2. So 2 of those. I think 17 is 1. Probably it's going to be a tight 1, but 1 nonetheless. 16. Oh, let's put that in. Oh, there's a 15 and 16. Probably just shot out of the funnel a little bit late. It was being put into the packaging. In here and get him out and pop him right on. So 10, 15, I think I've got 2 lots of bloody black, which looks about right looking at this, so that's fine. Actually be pins and needles in my foot. So it's 1, 2. Actually, yeah, so that should be that actually. I've got some Disney themed ones that like the outline's all black and it's like a coloured silhouette of the character, so I assume that's going to be like 2 trays of black, in which case I will just do 1. And I've got a personalised, well, I've got a custom canvas cut coming soon. Hopefully he's going to be huge. I will have to print off a picture of the artwork. But it's a giant, I don't know why I've got a frog on my throat, a giant Dalmatian, 101 Dalmatian pattern that I've got as a cross stitch. And yeah, he is gonna be, I don't know why it's male, I think he's 150 centimeters by about 90, and I asked the company that I've ordered it from if I can have it in 3 strips of 50 by 90, and then because I've only got this workspace here, so 50 centimeters is 50, maybe 6. I think I've got one that's 60, and I might just be able to push it in. I just might get a little bit close to the sides and have to have like the bead box somewhere else while I'm working. I am going to put you aside, and then if I've got room at the bottom, I might put the black in there as well. It'll be a bit weird in there, but I just don't want to have 1, 2, 2, 2, 2 and everything. It just seems like a waste of the space, so I might put him in the bottom and see if it fills up. But yeah, this 101 Dalmatian one, I started doing it as a cross stitch. How long have we had the dog? 13, 14 years ago. And I need to write on the number, 3. And then we got our dog, and she is a cuddler. So she's a little, well, she's a big Yorkshire Terrier that thinks that she's tiny when she wants to sit on you and huge when, you know, she wants anything else. And she spreads out on like her, she's got like a medium dog size, like medium dog size beds, and she spreads out and she's like, oh, this is too small for me. I need all this space. So she's cute in that way, and she's a cuddler, so it's a bit hard to have a giant, I've had it on like a circle frame, but masses of rolls of canvas, and then trying to do it and like not stab her or myself with the needles, so it just got put away, and it's in my cupboard waiting for me to pick it up again, which I plan to at some point. But I also thought it would make a gorgeous diamond art pattern as well. And having it in 3, because I don't know where I'm going to put it, but having it in 3 strips means that I'll be able to pack it away a lot easier, because I don't think I have space anywhere to put that flat after being finished. So yeah. I cannot wait for that to come. I did a reveal, unboxing, that's the word. See, I definitely need more coffee, of some stuff I got from Diamond Art Studio, which looks absolutely beautiful. I didn't realise how many colours the tiger had when I ordered him, so he's going to be quite a lot of colours. I didn't even notice during the unboxing until I was watching the video when I was editing it, well, putting the logos and stuff on it, and I noticed that I kind of half flipped it round when I was showing the like sticker sheet, and there's another sticker sheet on the other side, and I was like, ooh, that's going to be a big kitten up, which is fine, because I mean this is 4 little kitten ups in one video, so hopefully it might be shorter than this. Who knows? We'll have to do I'll have to check out the time on this video, and then when I kit up the tiger, I will have to see, and I'll make a comment in that kitting up or like kitting down. I don't know. Oh, maybe it'd be in the comments or in the description. I'll say this actually was quicker than when I did this, or was actually a little bit longer. 9, 10, and 11. Yeah, I think it doesn't. I think apart from the first one where it's got the number, the pattern code symbol, and the DMC, it doesn't really make a difference because I kit them up in order, and I also have the chart in front of me on the canvas, and I do always check and go, yeah, no. And even like if it's DMC, I'm like, yeah, 150, yeah, 150 is this, yeah. So no matter how it's kitted up, whether it's numbers, DMC numbers, or the symbol, I'm still gonna look and double check, because that's just what you do, just to make sure you're not putting purple where it's supposed to be white, because that would just look really weird. But yeah, no, I was telling my friend about my giant Dalmatian, and I'm hoping the bags aren't going to be this size when they turn up, because I'm afraid they are, because I think when I was quoted the cost and stuff, it said, oh, was it 17, over 1,700 bags, so I'm thinking they're going to be like this, which is going to be awful because it's over 200,000 drills, and somewhere between a fifth and a fourth, it's not quite a fifth, it's a little bit more than a fifth and it's a little bit less than a fourth, is just white. So how many of these teeny weeny little bags is going to be like 37,000 drills or something, 3730, I don't know, I can't check, I'm on the phone is recording, but just imagine trying to do them and like do this and everything. So I think that I've got some bigger pots coming, and I'll obviously be kitting up in that for that one for sure, and I will probably only fill up like one of the biggest pots for the kitting up and video at least, and then at some point I'll have like a mason jar or something that I just dump the rest in off camera, because you don't want to see me cutting up like, you know, 200 of these tiny bags in white. I mean, if you do, that's absolutely fine. I mean, I might record it and I might just speed through the white, because obviously the dog's main colours are white, and there's Pongo and Purdy and Patch and Rolo, and those are the 4 names that I remember, because one's the mum, one's the dad, 2 of the kids, or the pups, and I cannot remember any more of the pups' names apart from Patch and Rolo, because I have not watched 100 Dalmatians in forever. So I would not know. 2, 3, 4, you're fine. Okay, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, the little guy with the orange shade brown is in here. So I am going to tip him out into this one. There he is. Where's my... You got tack in you, you got tack in you. Pop him in his right one. on him. He's 15, not 17. There we go. He's back in his place. This is just one of the ones that came with one of the packs that I got. I did like a massive de-packing them, so I've got one of these, and I've got some little packs coming that are like mini Christmas themes, mini plants, flowers, something like that. I've got some like coasters coming, so I thought I would just, depending on how, they shouldn't have that many colours, so I've got these little stickers from my old style of journaling that I used to do, that we used with date stickers, so I can just put 1, 2, 3, 4 everywhere and put them out, instead of having to tip them out, put them back in, tip them out, and I can do that at the beginning and then tie them away at the end. So I think they're quite come in handy for that. I was also thinking they'd be quite good for board game tokens holders, you know, sometimes in games, you know, you have to collect resources and stuff like that, and you could have one tray with different types of resources in. Just look in the corner again. Come on guys, you can get there. So I figured they come in useful, and they come in use and everything as something to just hold stuff in. Is this 20, 21, 22, 20? Oh, I actually only need. So I'll put those two in those ones, because I have just numbered them. I've realised that this might actually need two, because I get a little bit too happy. I think I can fit in one. No, let's not risk it. So. I'm gonna do this. Sneaky. I've realised I've taken it from the wrong end, so let me just pop that over here. 23, moving over. 22, moving over. Just cut you a bit short actually, because you're a little bit long. How have I cut you short and still managed to place you incorrectly? There we go. So let me cut a little bit off of there as well. There we go. It's like it never happened. So 24, and then black is 2. there's no point in just having the bag if I've got the space to put it in. Is there? And then goes back on it because, yeah, it might as well just stay like that because all that is way too long. You'll be way too long. Let's chop you off of it. So 20. Where's my pen? There he is. 23. Actually, it's quite full and it might not close, so let's get a little bag ready to put the rest in. I could have had a row of 3 and been fine, but I didn't. I'm not going to be annoying and be like, oh no, shift everything round and everything. No, we're good. You can be at the back. That's absolutely fine and everything because I wasn't sure. So, oh, there's another one in there. What are you? 24. Stuck in the corner. I didn't see it. Definitely going to bring my bin up next time because that's getting a little bit full. So that's with numbers, which leaves us with Hufflepuff. Well, at least the box isn't going to come undone accidentally because it's really hard to get off. Right. You're the right round, you're the right round, you need to flip. You need to flip and you need to flip. There we go. It's alive. Yeah, so even on the quiet videos, you really might just hear me go, oops. It might be a teeny weeny little swear word, you never know. Sometimes I forget I'm recording. I think if something pings off in a random direction that I wasn't expecting. I don't have a lot of light washi tape left, so I didn't want to put like the dark ones. I've got some like Harry Potter themed washi tape, but it's quite dark, so I thought it wouldn't be quite as visible. But I think if I'd done the white stickers on them, it would, you know, it blocks out the background, so it doesn't really matter. But so upside down, upside down. it would block the things, but I think the light would pop against it. It's a real deep purple that I've got. I think I had a green somewhere, but I've no idea where that's gone, so I might have used it up. Might not have, might have just rolled somewhere randomly. Okay, Hufflepuff. Let's put a picture on there. Let's get my little Hoover out in a bit. So it's been quite a bit of time. I realise I haven't done the scoring yet, but as I'm sticking in the middle, it really doesn't matter. But yeah, no, it's summer, so there's no football to watch. English or American, both of those seasons are over. American football's been obviously over for a lot longer than English football, but yeah, so it's just the place where I was like, I actually don't have plans on a Saturday afternoon because there is no football to go and watch or listen to or watch on the TV. So I think on the days that I'm not going out and meeting up with people, that this will be a nice bit of relaxing work to do. Just sit and do some diamond painting. I'm hoping it's going to be quite hot today, so it's probably a little bit too hot for me to do some work on my cross-stitch crochet blanket that I'm currently doing, because it's not as long as it's going to be, but it's a double length blanket, it's a double width blanket for my friend. It's supposed to be as a wedding present, but this year will be her 3rd wedding anniversary, I want to say. I did look it up, I'm pretty sure it's the 3rd, could be the 2nd, but I'm pretty sure it's the 3rd. And you know, it's not halfway done, but in my defense, and I have one, because you know, you've got to justify it, including her, there have been 5 babies born in my friends and family since her wedding. So I have made baby blankets for those 5 babies, because obviously babies are not babies for long, so you need to make the blankets while they're tiny, otherwise you basically give them a hanky, so there's no point. And I did do a craft fair this last Christmas, 2024 Christmas, so I was making a load of stuff for that as well, so it could put on the back burner. I mean, she's not desperate for it, it is a blanket, and she crochets herself, so she knows that it takes ages to do stuff, and you know, one of the blankets was for her baby boy, so you know, it's coming along. But yeah, so eventually she will get a baby blanket. So Hufflepuff is here. What are you? WK. I should go with this one. I just want to for the DMCs. So we start off with black in this one. Yeah, no, this is just way too thick. Do I have my purple pen anywhere near me? I do not. So we'll go with pink. Let's get pen everywhere on me. So it's in the sticky, it doesn't come out as good as it does. I mean, that's still not good, but you can tell that's more Hufflepuff than Hufflepuff on that. So you know, is what it is. It was a cheap little printer, and it's fit for my purpose of sticking things on it. And then I also write on it anyway, so it's fine for that sort of thing. Maybe two, but probably one. Hufflepuff is being a lot more balanced than the others. Ooh, what a shocker. Although I think like Hufflepuff's got this reputation of being like calm and being like the type of people that they are, and I feel like if a Hufflepuff was to break, they would be like the best, but yeah, the worst serial killers, because it's just so nice and stuff. It's like if you make a Hufflepuff snap, you get like you get that and everything. I feel like I don't know if any of you guys used to watch it, but and I've watched the new one. I haven't watched the prequel yet because it's on a platform that I have to pay for, so I'm waiting for a couple of other things that I want to watch to be on there, and I'm currently watching like some stuff, so but Dexter, and I don't know how he managed to trick the Sorting Hat into letting him into Hufflepuff, but I feel like he would fit in to Hufflepuff, you know, with the way that he plays his like normal alter ego and everything, because you know obviously he's a Slytherin. In any other way, he's you know, I mean the Slytherins aren't all evil, but I don't see being Hufflepuff or Slytherin, because he has to be, you know, in one of those. It's not Gryffindor and stuff like that, you know. He's, you know, he's the helpful guy and everything, who's so quiet, and he brings the donuts into the police station in the morning and says hi to everyone and stuff like that, but he's a little bit off, and that's what I think is funny about trying to put people into Hogwarts houses, because you're like, yeah, but you're in this or this, but I feel like you'd be trying to get in a Hufflepuff because you'd be trying to be normal, but you're not. You're Slytherin with, you know, like the voiceover from the show and everything. You're just like, yeah, if the Sorting Hat hears that guy, you're going in Slytherin. So I don't know how he would hide that, which it just makes me chuckle. I'm just random about random things now, which is just what I do. This is 317. I mean, the pink's popping out because it's on white, so that's okay. 4, 5, 2. But obviously the purple would be darker. So. Pretty piece of oak. Because it's there, let me. to my map. Ha, there we go. Right. You're from the next one. So you are 4. I'm so confused. It was 5. You are 5, 4, 3, 2. That is that, yeah. So that one just bounced into the next pack next time. Not there. Okay, so you are 550. You are 601. 780. 8s get a little bit wiggly. And 783. I'm not sure if that's going to need an extra pot, so I will leave it as it is for now and write on it at the end if needed. Not either way, but I'll see what it actually is. I mean, it looks like I can ramble that random stuff. So, yeah. If you watch my work in progress videos with me doing my cat painting, you will see in some of them, do you know, I might have had a random colour in them, but I missed it, that I was listening to the Sunrise on the Reaping, which is the latest prequel Hunger Games story that's been put out, following Hamish's Hunger Games, which is the 50th Hunger Games, and it was really good. I really enjoyed it. There was obviously lots of like sad bits that you're expecting, because you kind of see how he turned out in the last 25 years after becoming a victor and everything in the Hunger Games and stuff, but you really get to understand why, and it's just another I mean, they're all tragic stories and everything, and it's just another tragic story, what happened to him when he was a child and in the games. Is that 898 there? It's got to be 898 and stuff, but it was a really good book. I'm hoping that, you know, we get Finnick and Joanna and stuff, because it's just a really nice sort of thing. I think it's obviously started with the 10th Hunger Games with the first prequel, which was really good, because obviously like in the story it says like the first 10, you know, they were the basic stuff, and obviously after 10, spoilers, they become more involved, they become more entertaining and stuff. So I doubt we'll see like the first Hunger Game, or, you know, the rebellion that started it. That might be a good book, you know, the story of the war that made the Capitol do it. But I doubt we'll get those, but seeing the other ones would be quite nice. And you know, there's bits that are in the last Hunger Game books about like the prologue that you get a little bit more information on in Sunrise and the Reaping, so it's quite good that way. It was a really enjoyable listen. 9, 2, 1, and 9, 3, 1. That's where I think like the DMC numbers would get confusing, because you're like, is it 2 or is it 1? We'll see. I mean, maybe when I do the kit down video, I'll talk about which one I found easiest to use. I would think it will be the one with all 3, even though they're small, because you've got all the information there. You're looking for R, yes, that says R, but then the ones that are done by the symbol would also be easy, because you're looking at the symbol on the canvas and then going, yep. And even by number, because I do 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll go down in colours and go, yep, there's a that, there's a that. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be the symbols. It's probably going to be the best one. Everything. So I might just do simple ones next time. And whether that means once it gets past letters and numbers, I begin attempting to draw things, or if I try and print some off on labels. What's that? 977 977 992 3064 and 3607. That's what I mean. Like, if I was trying to do it like that, you can imagine it'd be a bit easier if I don't write on the washi tape. There's a bit more space, but on the plastic, yeah, it's a bit too little space. Let me chop that off a bit before I stick him back on as he's come off. Let's try and use my right hand scissors with my left hand. No, not bad. Stick him back on. Like that. So yeah, I thought I'd do these ones because they're going to be presents. I mean, I've got a while and I should have these all finished way before the first birthday, which is my brother, in September. But so hopefully I should have that all done, and hopefully next time I might be able to show you some pictures, because I've got an old phone somewhere in this room. So hopefully I'm going to find that in a couple of days' time, and I can record on that and then have my own phone here, and I'll be able to show some bits and pieces like the Dalmatian picture. I've got that on my phone, I don't have it printed out at the moment, so if I can save, actually I still might print it out so that I can stick it on the box, although I'm using a different box. I'll think about it. I'll go back to you. You might see it and print it out, you might see it on my phone. Who knows? What's this? 3750. Yeah. No. Oh, well, maybe it's just the one big one then, and this one. So yeah, Hufflepuff, you are evening out. You're good. You've spread out your colours. You haven't dominated too much. I mean, black outlining, fair enough, but you haven't dominated the page with one colour. 3, 8, 2, 2. And 3, 8, 3, 4. putting these to the side now because I've run out of space in my little bag that I was using. Well, it's a bigger bag that I was using to put the rubbish in. Can't be bothered to squish it down and try and get them in on camera. I'll do that later when I go back down to the actual bin. But yeah, no, I hope you've enjoyed kitting up with me after over the last, it's probably over 2 hours now. Now that we're doing this one, so this is 3861 and 3865. Yeah, I think luckily the white for the Dalmatian is the last colour. I think it's the last colour on my thing because it is. I think I have ordered it as it was in Anchor because it was a cross stitch pan that wasn't in DMC, so I had to convert it over to DMC first from Anchor, and that's basically why I couldn't be bothered to do like Blanca or something. I thought I'd pick this one because, you know, the dogs aren't, it's not pure white, is it? And this is a decent white colour and stuff, but I think it is the last number on the last number code on the pattern, so big white at the back. And I mean, if there's space in the tray, I might kit up some more bigger ones, but we'll see. So right, that is these 4 ready to go. Hufflepuff, Gryffindor. I'm going to do it in order of birthday, so Gryffindor, Hufflepuff. I'll do I don't need mine for my birthday, but I will kit them up in that order. These cute little boxes that I got from Amazon. I've got a pack of 10 of them, so I will kit up some of my little kits ready to go. And these look like they would fit perfectly in a shoebox that I've got available from my new pair of trainers, and I can stack them all in there and put them away, and they'll be ready to go when I finish my cat. I'll just pick one up and go. So that's it for me this morning. What time is it? 9:15. Yeah, so it's been about 2 hours, a little bit over, and well, a little bit over, it's probably been 2:15, and I don't hear anyone else up, but I will check, and I might record the next bit of my cat videos as I go through I've got 4 little panels left to do, and I might do one of those today before we go out for lunch, or I might do it when we come back. I will possibly be a little bit tipsy because I have been told we'll be drinking cocktails, but it's not going to be a late one, so I'll have plenty of time afterwards to do 1 or 2 videos of that. Well, we'll see how we go.